Pretty loud. Pretty loud out here. We just got to West Virginia. We're about 15 minutes from where we pick up. We're at a TA. Where are we at? Do you know where we're at?
Are we in West Virginia?
Well, I know we're in West Virginia, but do you know the name of the town?
Culligan?
Culligan? Yeah, I think so. This is the truck stop. I would say 90% of this truck stop parking is reserved. And see if I can switch. How do you switch this thing around?
You're gonna stop it and switch it.
Well, that's shitty. We're parked over here. My grandparents gave us a Bob Evans gift card a long time ago, and we've never been close enough to use it. Actually, I've probably been close enough without you on the truck, but I wanted to save it for when you were on the truck.
Yeah.
So we've got a little bit of a walk. We got to kind of walk.
12 minutes.
Walk over. 12-minute walk.
Yeah.
We got to walk over the interstate, and then the Bob Evans is over there. There's a couple other little places around here. One called Fatty Patty's. Lita looked it up on Yelp. It says they're basically frozen burgers heated up.
It's a bar.
Oh, is it a bar?
Yeah.
And there's a Five Guys. Watch out. There's a Five Guys, which is decent. Little expensive, but we got one of those back home. We don't have a Bob Evans back home. So we try not to eat at places that we have back at home, unless it's a place that we really like. So shoot over here, get something to eat, probably get a shower tonight, and maybe smack Lita around, because there's some people in the comments saying she never smiles unless she's eating, so I must be abusive toward her.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right.
I just don't.
When she's not on the truck, she's chained to the stove, and she's cooking dinner for me. So, all right, let's go eat. So I forgot to lock the truck, and I can stand all the way from here and lock my truck. There we are over there. Look at that. And this key fob works from over there. That is insane. That's crazy. At least something works on this truck, half-ass. Dang, that's loud. I don't even know what interstate this is. Oh, it's 64. I don't have my gimbal. I forgot to charge it. So it's in the truck charging right now. It's been a crazy week, guys. We've been driving a lot. Not really having time to stop. Like I said, the new dispatcher's all over it. I don't know where she's been the last few days though, because now we're back to getting, like, I don't know, maybe she's good luck, but we're just getting, well, like today with that military base, having to sit there for 4 hours, you know. I mean, that's not worth it for $1.21 a load, to sit waiting to unload for $1.21, you know. All right, guys, so this is what we are loading up, going to Blue Island, Illinois. I think this is one of those arms for the railroad. This is a tough one because this tube feels like it's really thin, and I don't want to crush it. So we put a strap over top of this and a strap here. This strap actually pulls these things down, but that strap here is holding it from being pulled down. And then I kind of cross these chains to keep this thing from going front to back. And then we have this box right here that doesn't weigh anything. And then we have a pallet over here that they said not to tighten down really tight because it'll break the things that are inside. So, I don't know, I might throw another strap just in front of all of this here, just so that we're not pulling way out here on this barrel. God, I don't know. And then they want all this tarped. So, yeah. All right, so this is what we ended up with. We got the two kind of wrapping around this, hitting this pallet, and we got this yellow one hitting this pallet as well. And then we've got a yellow one on this box, and then those orange one I showed you earlier. And then I threw another hand ratchet over top of this, since I can pull down tight on here and pull down tight on here real good. And then that'll keep it from sliding back and forward here. And then we still have to tarp this. All right, guys, this is what we ended up with. This was such a pain in the ass. Used up all our blankets. I got some straps here just to try to keep this thing from flapping around. Let's see. See how Lita's doing. Oh, this one's not hooked. Alright, that one's hooked. We were told not to step out of the truck without our PPE on, and there's been a bunch of people here already. Nobody's been wearing it. So, alright guys, we are in Holland, Michigan. I'm hoping we actually get to go through Holland so I can show Lita. Because if you remember, we picked up them styrofoam panels. Well, I picked up those styrofoam panels a couple weeks ago in Holland, Michigan. And it is a beautiful place. I actually got on the phone with Lita as soon as I got into Holland, Michigan. I'm like, you need to look up how expensive it is to live here. Because Holland is, man, just what I've seen is really nice. But we're at a pilot right outside of Holland. We just dropped those, what was it? It was like a railroad, gate thing. Lift gate arm deal. My dispatcher told me that they were gonna stop accepting trucks at around 2 o'clock. But I called them up and I begged them. I'm like, please, please, please. I thought I'd get there around 3 o'clock. It ended up being like 4 o'clock. I did my math wrong with the whole time changing thing. But they got us unloaded, which is sweet. Forgot to tell you guys, that was $1.74 a mile. Our next one is picking up somewhere in Michigan. Do you know where?
Traverse City.
Traverse City, Michigan. It's going somewhere to Arkansas. And with Deadhead and everything, Black Rock, Arkansas, it's paying $2.25 a mile. So that is sweet. And I think it's a total of $1,800. And they said that we can drop it Friday. So that'll be sweet. We're actually about probably 180 miles from picking it up still. We ran out of time. Like I said, we're at a pilot outside of Holland, and we've been sitting in this parking lot for probably 45 minutes waiting on people to park their trucks. There was one over by the scale that probably took, God, 30 minutes to park his truck. People got so frustrated, they started driving backwards through the fuel lanes because you couldn't get around them the other way. And then I get to a spot that I was gonna take, and they were all they had that reserved, and I'm not reserving the spot. So we pulled over to the other side of the parking lot, and there was like 6 trucks backed up through there. A bunch of people just, guys, they couldn't even park. They gave up trying to park. I guess they were so embarrassed, and they just pulled off and left. So probably spent 15 minutes over there, finally found a spot. It's cold up here in Michigan. We're gonna get something to eat, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit.
The next day.
All right, guys, we just made it to Traverse City. It's about 11 o'clock right on the dot, which is when we were able to come here and pick this up. Looks like we're picking up some type of liners like you'd use for, they do pool liners, and these are the liners that they put in like oil fields. And what else did she say? Oh, like those big, God, I can't think. Landfill liners. So weighs 5,000 pounds. This is paying it's like $2.25 a mile, something like that. They're just gonna pull it out to us from here. So I'm gonna get the trailer ready, and we're gonna get this loaded up. All right, guys, there it is. It is about 6,000 something pounds. There's really nothing much to this. 3 straps, since it's over 10 feet long, and that's it. Should be dropping this at around 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we're gonna hit the road and hit it hard. Hopefully dispatch can find us something else, and we will see you along the way. Put the strap over the tarps this time.
What are you doing?
Good morning.
Morning.
5:30. We woke up at 4. Did the pre-trip, and we have another trailer flat. So I get out the bottle jack that we just bought and jack up the trailer. Swap out the tire with our last new spare. Go to check the air pressure on the new tire, and the valve stem sticks. So I have to fiddle around with that, finally get the needle to seat right. But if you I grabbed the stem and wiggled it, and it was allowing air to come out. So we had to tighten that down, and then when we let the bottle jack down, there's a ring inside the bottle jack that keeps the sealant all in there and the oil from spilling out. The ring popped out, and then the seal popped out. So we had to mess around with that and fix that. And then what else did we run into?
Well, I mean, we got the tire, and then the jack fell apart.
Yep, and then the jack fell apart. And then I edited a video last night.
It's not doing it though.
And
Isn't it right
uploaded it to YouTube, and now it's I don't know. It's messing up in a certain part. So she's trying to fix it.
Isn't it right around
Yeah,
there?
it's right around there that it messed up on.
It's not.
I don't know, maybe reload YouTube. So
It's fine, dude.
So just because you have something that's brand new, don't expect it to be brand new or not need attention. You know, pay attention to stuff. Brand new tire, valve stem's messed up. Brand new jack messed up. We woke up at 4 to try to get on the road early, and we've been messing around with that tire. And then the video finished uploading, so I was like, well, let me get this out. Brand new laptop froze up on me last night. I lost a lot of editing there. I feel like somebody has a voodoo doll of me. They're just poking the shit out of me. So I guess now that McDonald's is open, I'm gonna run in here and take a leak. Maybe grab a coffee. We should get a coffee.
Yeah, maybe.
We haven't made coffee since our last 34-hour break because we ran out of water. And
Haven't been to a Walmart.
we haven't been to a Walmart. We went to a Walmart on our 34 break, but we had to walk like a mile, and I wasn't carrying a case of water back to the truck. You're gonna get my video demonetized by my video. Oh, so all right, we've got to also bad news. These big black rolls of plastic that I thought we were making $2.25 a mile on. I think like most people, I forgot to include the deadhead. We had 300 miles of deadhead on it, so that brought it down to like $1.64, which isn't terrible, but it isn't good. Still pays 1,800 bucks. Picked it up yesterday. We're gonna drop it. Yeah, so we picked it up yesterday at about 11 o'clock, and we'll drop it tomorrow at about 11 o'clock. So that's 1,800 bucks in 24 hours. So that's not too bad, but you do have to hustle to do it. So, all right, go get some coffee.